mission of Young Audiences is to provide arts experiences and arts access to all students in Northeast Texas. What that looks like is we try to bring the arts to students, and we try to help teachers be able to use the arts in their classrooms.
My name is Mr. Suarez. I'm Julio Suarez, and I'm here with Young Audiences of Northeast Texas. I'm an artist and an educator. I'm going to spend maybe 45 minutes with all of you teaching you how to draw a fish. Okay, we're going to learn how to draw the fish, but we're going to learn also that the fish, which is a part of science, right, is zoology, we're going to turn to something artistic.
We do not have an art teacher in the school. We, as the classroom teachers, that is now part of our curriculum, is to teach the art.
That looks pretty cool. It comes up and it cuts in and comes out. So this tail is kind of interesting. But guess what? Look at this guy over here. This tail is so big and curvy. This tail over here is very dramatic. You know, whatever kind of tail you want, it can be a triangle, a trapezoid, or curvy.
With art even, okay, well, we drew fish, and what did you do when you draw fish? And then that even goes into writing. They can write about how they felt when they drew the fish, and what they did, and why they chose the different parts of the fish to draw, because they all had the opportunity to draw their own fins, and so why did you choose that? And it opens up the different parts of the brain, teaches them to use the different parts of the brain. And in art, it's a great way to help the kids think critically.
And then we also provide professional development for teachers to enable them to use the arts as a teaching strategy directly in their classroom.
So arts integration is teaching content and arts content, curriculum, dance, movement side by side. So it's different from an arts enhanced curriculum, because an arts enhanced curriculum would be something like we sing the alphabet song in kindergarten to help them remember. In an arts integrated classroom, they'd create an alphabet song to help them remember. So they're getting the music background of what is rhythm, what is beat, as well as the language arts curriculum with words and language. So it's those two things growing together and working together to solidify knowledge.
I chose to use this lesson plan to do the movement with their bodies to show how the mountains are forming. That's a really good use of your body so that the kids can really memorize and internalize what's happening with the mountains. And you guys were the Dome Mountains, and you could see by their arms right here, what did they form?
Like a big hill.
It's like a big hill. That's a good way to describe it, the big hill. Because Jacob was in the inside making that top come up. When kids get up and use their bodies, they're going to remember it. It's going to stick with them. They enjoy it, but then they're also learning, and they get to watch and take in that mental picture of the other groups performing as well.
When we work with the whole school to help integrate the arts into their culture, not only do we find that the students are learning more easily and more engaged, but the teachers get excited.
I've been doing the fine arts integration several years now, and I really enjoy being able to use this in my classroom. I like the focus on the kids and the kids learning, and being able to use the fine arts in the classroom. It's not a teacher-centered classroom, it's really the kids and about the kids, and they're the ones going and learning and doing all the work, and they love it.
So I was able to begin my journey with arts integration as a classroom teacher and see how that affected my students in the classroom, participation, engagement, retention of knowledge. And since stepping into an administrative role and becoming an assistant principal, I get to see that on a greater scale. And you know, as a teacher, you hope that it sticks and you hope they take it with you. And I see that they do. I get to go from grade level to grade level and see the growth. I see students who are willing to go first, who are willing to step up and read in class, that even if they're not maybe a great reader, they're still willing to take that risk. It's created students who are willing to think outside the box. They love to create and be allowed the time to be creative. And with all the training that Young Audiences has provided, it's just grown immensely in the 6 years I've been here. It's become a more common language, but I have really seen it evolve, and the teachers who are maybe newer to it starting to seek it out because it's become more of a common language on our campus, and some of our more veteran teachers kind of talk about it as if it's just a part of what we do. So with our partnership through Young Audiences, beginning and growing that and then continuing it to become just really a part of who we are and what we do here at Caldwell.
The arts provide a way for not only the students and teachers to engage in learning, but for the parents to be involved in the school. And the community gets engaged and involved. The parents are so excited. We have one school where the parents come out. We had 700 people at a parent night. It's amazing the way that the arts engage the whole community.